Hi there, and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. And this is fitting a year, the road to six pack abs. And I've been over here playing around in these bars for about an hour or so, I guess. And before that, I had went and fixed a little job up the street here. I was probably here about 40 minutes doing the same thing. I have a bad shoulder, and it is just not cooperating. But that wouldn't matter at all right now because I'm way overweight, don't have the power, and doing pull ups is probably one of the hardest things that you could do if you don't work out or never did a pull up. The odds are you can't go up to a pull up bar and do a pull up. It's just probably not going to have a pull up, a chin up, a man up, anything that involves lifting your body weight and your chin above this bar. I mean, my shoulder really hurts bad. I have a torn labrum, torn rotator cuff. It's just, it sounds like an old Honda Toyota CV joint and just ready to go. There's, when I talked to the doctor told me you have to get all that stuff fixed in there. You can't put ice and heat and icy hot and biofreeze or any of that stuff. You putting a band-aid on a big wound, and so that's my cross to bear. We're not getting it fixed. Not now anyway. So I haven't really tried to do a pull up. Probably can't. We're going to do it a couple different ways. Pull up, chin up. We're going to hang. We're going to see how far we can hold our head above the thing. Don't get no stopwatch. There won't be no fancy editing over here. That it's probably going to be 1 second or two. Probably won't be able to do a pull up or anything. I mean, this thing is really hurting. No excuses though. I mean, all we're gonna do is try anyway. We ain't gonna be able, even if the damn thing was perfect and I was feeling 100, and I feel great. I feel 100. The shoulder bothered me. That's all. And I've already done a bunch of warming up, so we'll do a little bit of warming up. I always warm up. Consult your physician before you work out. Make sure you're fully hydrated. You ate before you came. Done a little warm up like this. Walked around. Done some push ups, some sit ups, or something. You're ready to go. I encourage you, if you don't have a bar, to get something that you can do a pull up with, something safe, something you're not going to fall back and hurt yourself, hit your head. I mean, this stuff, once you start getting off the ground, starts getting dangerous. You might have the doorway over the doorway thing. Normally around doorways, there's more wood, more headers and stuff. You can put a couple more screws into your trim and help make that hold that. And remember, that's fed by gravity, so you don't never want to jump up and pop it off. That's what makes that pop off. Oh, man, it really hurts. But this is what, and it was a big deal. And I'm a big guy. I'm a really big guy, compared to like the average person. You'll see, and I'm heavy, folks. Like I'm like 270, 260, 270, somewhere in there, heavy at 5'8", something like that. I got shot, so I don't even know anymore. It's just a lot of weight to hold above the bar. But you'll see as the weight goes down and you keep trying, just keep trying. It almost seems like it'll never happen, and then you'll do one. And think about that. Then you'll do one. I mean, that's just how it works. You got to put one foot in front of the other. Then you'll do two. And then once you start getting up to 2 and 3, you start getting excited about it because of how easy you could do it, because you remember how hard it was to do one. This is how hard it is to do one. This is what it looks like for my one. You know what I mean? And all I got to do, let's just say I just want to do one. The only thing I get it, but I'm going to try to do one. That's all I need to get. So I'm lucky. This is Ty's. We're over at Ty's grandparents' house. Remember, this is all dedicated to Ty this year. It had been some time since I had seen Ty. I had moved across town and stayed across town. I only came out here sparingly. So I didn't see him much, and he had, he's in school, and I'm an adult. So I had seen it in about 10 years. The next time I actually would see Ty was probably when he was 15. And I got a call from his mom, and he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" I was like, and I always talk to her. Um, she goes, "Man, Ty missed a couple days of school, and seems like he's out of sorts. Can you come over and talk to him?" And I said, "Sure." And it had been a while. I had seen him in passing. You know what I mean? If I go over to my mom's house, and I might see him going to the car because he always a couple times a day he'd go take a drive with his grandpa. Grandpa, amazing guy. Matter of fact, his grandparents, everybody's great. But that's the only time I really saw him. He was taking off, and there'd be waves and stuff. Actually, talking to him, I didn't talk to him a whole lot. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But when I seen him, the dude was ripped. I mean, damn. I mean, he had a very narrow waist, very narrow. So if you have a physique, you might not be a monster, but you look big. And he looked huge. I mean, he looked really good. I mean, I was impressed. I mean, when you work out and you get to a certain level, you understand what it takes to get there. You know what I mean? The process, the how much effort that you put into your muscles every time, how much you had to eat, how you had to sleep, and how much water you drink, and how many hours you have in the gym or reading books, or you know what I mean. It's a lot. And man, I was impressed because I didn't see the growth. You know what I mean? If you if I had some people, they got all this clothes on, they take the clothes off, they're totally ripped. Like you see Ronnie Coleman. If you ever seen Ronnie Coleman in street clothes, you like, man, that's a big dude. And when he takes his clothes off and he's got 2% body fat, and you see all the ripples and stuff, it's like, whoa, that could happen. So pull-ups, hated pull-ups. That man, I probably just hated them. But I seen this dude repping pull-ups, and I said, man, look, I need to do pull-ups. I can't even do one. He said, well, just jump up there, and you keep doing that. Do that 20 times every day, every other day, 20 times every other day. And eventually you'll be able to do one. And I started laughing. I was like, man, I want to jump up there and do 10. He said, it just ain't how it works. He said, and he could do 50. I mean, just crank out 50 all the way down, all the way up. And it was amazing. So when I seen Ty the first time, I remember Ty's going to be my last workout partner, the last guy workout partner I had. And he was all ripped like that. I was like, man, can you do pull-ups? He said, oh, yeah. And this was his pull-up thing. And I came back here, and I was in good shape. I think I could do like 3 or 4. Man, he after he bust out 15, I was like, okay, I'm impressed. Then he's got this little belt over here with the chain that makes you can add weight to it. He said, oh, I could put 2 45-pound plates up there and do it a couple. Dude, strong. Had muscles, man, ripped. 15 years old. All right, we try it over here right quick. I've really been dreading it. I'm gonna even jump a little bit, okay, folks? Mind if I cheat? I'm just gonna try to do one, and whatever I can get after that, it probably won't be nothing after that. Let's see. Ready? Here we go. Okay, that was close. Oh. It was going above the bar. Way above the bar. I'm so impressed. He was in. Remember the cute little boy? And I'm gonna show you side by side. He wasn't that cute little boy no where he was. That man had a grown man physique. Okay, so we're gonna turn it around like this, and I feel all that. And this is one of, if you really want to back, you have to do these. And I always, think about it like, could you hold yourself off a ledge? If you was on a tourist bus and you was off the ledge of a mountain, How long? The difference between life and death is 30 seconds. Could you stay there? I mean, it's just the way I see it. Somebody's coming, somebody's strong, and not me. I mean, they take a whole lot of people to hold me up, so I got to hold on. And if I got to help you, I've been lucky. I've saved a lot of people from a lot of different things. I really have. With power, with this. This is why I done it for a long time. So I always, this is not like this ain't because I can't do it, or not that I can't do it. I don't have. I'm not bringing my mind there, which in a way I should. But when you got a bad shoulder and you do it with issues, it's not working. Ready? Here we go. They do get easier. I mean, they do get easier. And I'm gonna show you what I'm also gonna do. I'm gonna show you how we get to where we could do these. Because it's important. You want to be able to do these. You got your little chair. And if you stand on something, folks, make sure you stand on something that's not going to slip on you, fold out underneath you. If you step too much in the front, it flips back, or you step too much in the back, it flips under. Don't hurt yourself doing this. It's just not worth it. I'll put my chin over the bar, let my feet go and land right on my chin or something. This used to be what the girls had to do for the physical fitness test. I see my homegirl Tammy Rochelle up there for a minute. And some change. Can't remember what the record was. That's a long time. Look over like 2 seconds. It gets better, folks. Well, I mean, we'll have to see, right? If it don't, I mean, I'm a lie. Am I a liar? Hey, and let me know in the comments if you tried it, how much you did. Because I'm showing you. This is kind of embarrassing for me, too. But I know in no time at all, this will all get better. I haven't had a bar to even practice with, so we got one now. Let's start practicing. You know what I mean? Ready? And there ain't no need to count or nothing. This is going to be fast. Just try to hold it up above the bar. There ain't no breathing in that situation. Got lightheaded right there. Wasn't above the bar at all. Man, my forearms are on fire. Let's get it over with. Straining so hard, my damn neck about to have a contusion. Busted blood vessels. Ah. Well, it's the elevator down right there. All right, so that's what it looks like. Nothing impressive. That's all we got. All right. Come on I'm going to use that bar right there. And one of the things you want to do is when you do an exercise, you do it all the way, full range of motion. So as you can see, this is a lot lower than that. And I'm going to step on this bar. And so what you want to do is when you're going to find something to stand on, or if the bar ain't tall enough, or you're taller than the bar, but you want to be right here. This is ideal. The end point. This is the point I want to end at, and I want to go all the way down. When somebody says you do a pull up, it should be locked up and like that. Now I'm going to use my legs. I don't know if you could. Can't tell if you could, but my butt's almost on the ground. My knees are actually past the 45-degree angle. But I'm not using my thighs or quads or whatever to do this exercise. I'm using my back, forearm, and stuff on a pull up. So pull up, come all the way down. Now the power is in the up, so that's where you want to breathe in. Man, damn. Okay. So you can really, you should be able to really feel that in your back, your shoulders, your forearm. Oh, man. Huh. This is where cheating is preferred. It's if you ain't never worked out, you're just checking. You're doing what I did, and I work out all the time. Straight up, I work out all the time. Can't do a pull-up. And that's literally what I gave you is what I got. That's what I got today. That's all I had. That's it. Oh man, Ty come over here. You put that belt on. I said, damn dog. What you want to do with it? You want to be a bodybuilder, He's into boxing too. But like most of us 15-year-old kids, he was. Sometimes you're lost even when it seems everything is perfect. And it turned out to do with really smart at computers, which I'm not. But I was just thinking about starting a YouTube channel. So in the back of my head, I was like, man, I might be able to use this dude. Because he had I seen a fancy computer. I was like, man, that's a nice computer right there. It's $1,500. And I was like, you got a fancy computer like that, it must mean you know how to work on it. And he goes, yeah, I made a couple video games. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, and he showed them to me. And I was like, wow. I was like, you really made that? And he goes, yeah. And so we did the first ones like this. Turn your hands around to chin up. And this is something you could do at your leisure. And kind of focus on not using your legs as much as you can. Full range of motion. Breathing up through your nose, coming up, down through your mouth. Chin fully above the bar, all the way down. I can't even do 5 practice ones. My. Ugh. if you got a workout partner, when you're in the air like this, take and put your feet behind you and cross them over, and then your workout partner either grabs somewhere close to your knees, as close as their knees could get it, and they can assist you. It's a lot easier, and you'll be surprised how much just a little help will get you up to sticky points. You know what I mean? And what you're trying to do, you're going to have to build muscles that you never used before. There's a lot of muscles that, mainly back, forearms, but there's a lot of muscles that take to do a pull-up. That's why people do pull-ups, man. That's why people that do pull-ups look monstrous. A lot of muscles. But more importantly, it's your weight. This is calisthenic. Starting to feel it in my thighs. It means I'm cheating my back. But you know, whatever you got to do to get it done. One of the things you do. Oh no, I never did a hang. Okay. Hold on one second. See you folks. All right. Let's see how long I can hang here. I'm a little tired now, but no excuses. We're just seeing how long. Hanging on to that ledge. Help me. Help me. Oh, Dad, help me. Ah, shit. Ah. Ah. My hand. Oh. That's what I got. Recommend gloves unless you want some calluses. Good for calluses now. All right, let's try it again. This the other hand, other grip. It really wore out now. No, can't even do it. Oh. I think this day is like December 6th, December 7th, maybe December 8th. I mean January, my bad. 2023. We'll see where we're at. Recommend at least doing this twice a week, maybe 2-3 days apart. Definitely gonna be doing it on back days. Damn, my shoulders scream. So we got no pull-ups, no chin-ups, no seconds, and no seconds. So we got a long way to go. Let's set a goal. We got 10 months. So let's go. I want 15 pull-ups and 15 chin-ups in a minute and 20 seconds on each of the hangs. That's what we're gonna go for. Yeah, so I got Ty, came out here and was working out. And so I'm trying to connect with him and play sports. No, I don't play no sports, Mr. Bill. Oh, that's great. Well, I got an extra ball glove, but it turned out he was left-handed and I'm right-handed, so that was different. So fixed that problem. And then we started playing sports, and we'll have that on the next video. Pull-ups is a big part of back, working out your back, working out your shoulders and your forearms. It's one of the best calisthenics you could do for yourself. And it's one of those things that if you're in an emergency, could you really do it? That's the way I see it. Remember, I'm all about mindset, overcoming obstacles, and finding ways to get things done. So we didn't do so good on the pull-ups. We didn't think we was going to do it anyway. But you'll see. Hopefully, I'll progress, and if you're doing it with me, you will too. If you can, like I said, leave in the comments how you did. I'm very curious to hear. Also, if you can, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. Peace.